absolutely freezing my fucking nabs off. That's freezing. There's a wind, this wind's come up here. Forecast is a bit of snow actually. Look at this shit, look. Look at this shit out there. Proper winter piking conditions. That is fucking freezing. And that's all I got to say. Hello again, people. Right, we're pike fishing again today. Got a float out as well to try and get a birch and some roach and some bits and pieces. Struggling to get the depth right on there, but just a couple of little floats and bloody pulled under, so I just got to keep tweaking a bit. But yeah, so we've got one pike rod out straight out in front. I'm fishing a whole herring. This is the camp. This is where we've got all our stuff. And yeah, and we're just trotting down this stream here, this rip out of the river here, trotting down there. And yeah, let's see if we can get over. Something happened. Something happened. On. It's not a monster, I don't think. But sometimes you don't even know they're hooked. So I would have expected a big lunge by now. So that's why we just set the drag. Right, it's not a big one. But the water's mucky, you don't know. Probably. Try and get my herring back. Oh no, it's stack up, he's stacked up. You can see that very well. They might as well net them. Not a biggie, but it's still a nice fish. It's still a nice fish. Oh yeah. Not bad. It's not too bad. Nice pike. Look at that. Nice conditioned pike. Whole herring. Whole herring. Whole herring. Right, let's put him back. Let's put him back. Is it one of the deadbait left? No problems. No problems. Oh, so this is a little freeze my nads off video. That wind is bloody freezing. Right, so we've run out of dead baits. We've just got one left on there. It's a Joey mackerel. I tried catching some roach. All I could manage was a little perch up that end, so it's no bloody good. So we're just persevering. I'm probably not going to stay too much longer because I don't know. I'm not feeling too confident without some more better dead baits really. But we've had one today. We've had one today as a little summary. It's probably about 7 or 8 pounds. Caught it on a whole herring, and that came within an hour and a half of me rigging up and chucking it out. So it took a while to find it, but there's plenty of current moving now. There's plenty of tide ebbing here now. It's nicely dull and overcast. It's a little bit bright there, but it's not bad conditions today. I'd like to have another rod out fishing, but I couldn't get another bait. So we're actually not too far from here, so I can't be bothered leaving the gear here anyway. So here we are. So yeah, I mean that was a nicely conditioned fish. Didn't put up much of a fight or take off. The water was mucky. I don't know. Sometimes pike, they will fight quite hard, and another time they'll be very subdued and just come to the net. And if anything, they'll be more of a nuisance when you're trying unhooking them. Whether they're trying to conserve energy or what, or whether it's been caught before, I do not know. But yeah, quite a nice get fish early in the session as well. Might come back here tomorrow, might not. But yeah, it's the first time I've used herring this year, and the bloke in the tackle shop said herring was a good bait, so I just brought it. But see, when the water's mucky, they're looking for these sort of dead baits. You see, that's where the ambush of inciting fish has gone out the window. You see, so that's why I'm sort of half confident that we could get one. On this Joey mackerel we've got out there. But I'd prefer a dead roach, a fresh dead roach, or a live bait, but just can't get one. Can't get one, and it is cold. It's cold. But yeah, it's nice to sort of get one early on in the session. It's be really nice to get another fish just to back it up, and then you could call it a good day's fishing, But I'd be feeling a bit better if I had another herring on, and it's better still if I had another rod fishing alongside it. But even just one rod with another herring would sort of suit me a bit better. That Joey mackerel, I think that sort of, it thawed out on a previous session, and when I touched it, it was still quite cold. And I just whacked it in the freezer again. I prefer them when they're completely sort of been blast frozen, and that's the first time, But saying that, if a pike is hungry, he's not going to turn down that protein. No way. You can smell it. I mean, mackerel, they're as good as anything really. Very oily. So that's probably been a good hour and a half, 2 hours since the fish came. So, and if you haven't found it in that length of time, you really do question whether it would be worth moving maybe 50 yards along or something like that. But, we'll see. We'll see. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, please subscribe, and more videos coming along the way. And yeah, this pike fishing is good fun. It really is. Alright guys, see you later. Take care. It doesn't often snow at Christmas. Do. So, waggler fishing. I've got one dead bait out. Now I'm hooked in the bloody jacket now. Oh, it's been getting on my tits this morning. It always does. Now I've ruined the bait. I've got to put the new fresh bait on now. It's gone right in the wool. That's a semi-barbed hook. It's gone right in the wool. I'll be brutally honest, I'm not the most patient of fishing at all. I'm really not. And I'll be honest with you, my nemesis is probably waggler fishing, which I'm doing now. And prime example, I just cannot get this. There, that's now come out there. Really does test my patience. This fishing. It seems to tangle around absolutely everything, whether it's the rod tip, whether it's around these bloody twigs. I mean, I'm lucky I haven't gone in this morning. I'll be brutally honest. It's get on my nerves. It's different on this bit of river. It's very deep, close in, and then it's not quite so deep, then deep. Do you know what I'm saying? Plus there's weed, so the whole rig catches on weed. So it's, as you're drifting it downstream, you're at the mercy of where it sort of lands. Because it's such a light float I've selected. Well, so I've only got 2 floats in there. So, you know, you're really out at the mercy of where you land and whether you're fishing tight to the bottom or not. You've got to be fishing tight to the bottom. Everyone knows that. The rule of thumb is that your bait wants to be pretty close to the bottom. So you're trying to judge that, getting that right. I've had a plummet on. We've done that. But the weed's sort of been pulling the rig under. I know I'm having a bit of a rant, but it really does test my patience. And I do have another pike rod, so what I'm going to do, we're going to give it a go for a bit longer. I can leave this rigged up, we can swap between the two, and it's like when I've just lost my rag with this entirely, I'll just chuck out another dead bait. I've got another mackerel in there. We're fishing whole herring out there. Now with the pike fishing, I mean, you see people with, like, they have, by licence, have 3 rods, you know, by licence have 2 rods. I'll be brutally honest with pike fishing, as long as you've got 1 rod out there doing its job, that is enough. Alright? I'd quite happily turn up and do a pike session dead baiting with 1 rod. Some people would say, oh well, that's a lot of bollocks, you've got more of a chance with 2 rods. Yes, you have, but the scent of a good dead bait, he will find the 1 dead bait anyway. So what do you need 2 for? 2 to get tangled. Right, there's a lot out again. Yeah, I'm sorry it's a little bit of a rant, but you'll get this with me when I'm float fishing, because I'm not very patient. But I'll still give it a go. I don't claim to be the world's greatest float fisherman. I never will be. I ain't got the patience for it, but I'll still give it a go. I was using this rod in the summer with oh, here we go. Look at this, look. Look at that guy there just rocked up. They'll probably go for the bloody float. Look at him, look. Do you see him there? Little bastard. Look at him. Yeah, this rod was lovely. I was using pedigree chum mixers on the surface on a carp water, and this rod was lovely. But the trouble was, as soon as the carp went in some weed, this rod struggled with it and the light line. But we got him out eventually. But it's nice for that sort of thing. So you can just use this rod for lots of different things. You know, float fish for tench and stuff like that. But this sort of waggler fishing, this is what they call trotting. It's just very gently trotting downstream. But you know, look at this bastard there. He's got 1 foot down there. He's holding 1 foot up. He's hoping. See, the trouble is, you get a lot of moron anglers here. They feed the bloody things. That's a fucking herring, for fuck's sake. Don't encourage him. He's got 1 paw up, look. 1 paw up. Look, you're an evil bastard. Look at his neck, look. Swallowing all them fish. Right. There you are. local herring. Snow actually. Angles is bugger enough. Okay. It's cold. Some guys and some bivvies over there. Please tell me they did not stay out last night. Please tell me they're not carp anglers who think they're going to get a canal carp or something. Oh my god. I love carp anglers, sorry, I wouldn't be negative towards carp anglers. So here we are. This is the base. I've got it down as low as I can. You know, I should really angle it over, but we've had a bit of rain, a lot of rain, so I'm just trying to keep myself dry if it's wet. There we are, another one. There we go. £7, something like that probably.